If you are a movie buff, you undoubtedly notice that women roles in movies are often not that significant in the narrative cinema,
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
and sometimes they're just there to be looked at.
Are we all just accepting that?
In 1973, British feminist film theorist Laura Mulvey coined the term male gaze in her essay titled Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema, which has since become one of the most assigned readings in media studies.
His best work.
She describes the term as the act of portraying women from a heterosexual male point of view that presents women as a sexual object, mainly for the pleasure of the male viewer.
I'm sorry, but in what universe is Wonder Woman blonde?
Relax, no one's gonna be looking at her hair.
As Hollywood is a male-driven industry that is mainly monopolized by male directors, writers, and cinematographers, it is undoubtedly that male executives who would fund the pictures assume and would want films to be made for largely male audiences, which eventually resulted in overly sexualized representations of women in the media.
I think we all live in the real world here. Let's not pretend to be unaware of what sells in this office.
Mulvey explains that the male gaze looks in three different ways. The first is the way in which the camera looks. These lengthy shots and angles of the woman's body to showcase their assets exhibit this idea. The second look is the audience watching the screen. The male gaze operates from the erotic pleasure of the spectator, which is similar to the act of voyeurism. And the third look is the way in which the characters in the film look at each other. This look imitates the act of looking done by the audience in an act of shared scope of feeling pleasure. Even though Mulvey's essay has created an awareness of how the male gaze operates in cinema, and that there has been an increasing amount of movies that features strong female representation, as well as a change in their wardrobe, the male gaze unfortunately still lingers around in the cinema, and it has been normalized that the majority of the people conform to these practices and fail to see the damage it has done.